Shalom, shalom alechem. This video I will be going over all of the vocabulary that we've discussed thus far within the Tanakh, okay? Well, actually, within the lesson, and then we'll apply it to the Tanakh. Okay, so let's get started. So the first word we have here is we, okay? And that means and. So we'll see where this is within the Tanakh and how it's used, okay? So we have here in Bereshith Aleph, we see here we, and that is and, okay? We. And this should be and here. Let's continue. We see wa, sohu wavohu, and remember unformed and void, or something that is the abyss, something like the abyss, okay? Wa, remember anytime we see wa instead of we or u, it's saying that there are connections between the two nouns. So noun A, and then you have noun B plus the wa, okay? So noun A plus wow, okay, plus wow, and then the kames wa plus noun B, it's saying that it has a connection between the two. Or it's stating that there is a it's the middle of the verse. And this one here is only for when it's written, okay? Here it's when it's spoken and written, okay? This one right here. Okay, did you get that? Great. So let's continue. Let's continue moving on. Okay, this one right here we didn't go over, but this is and. We didn't go over this type of wow, and we won't go over these two types for a while, okay? So let's try getting the other. Okay, so we see right here, we see u ven hachoshech, okay? So ben haor, between the light, u ven hachoshech, between the darkness. Now remember we said u because it's, you see the base here, okay? So this is u ven and not weben, like in modern Hebrew. Biblical Hebrew, this is uven hachoshek, and we see that and, okay? So between the light and between the darkness, not from, actually. And this one, this and here is wayavdel. So this should be an, separated the light between the light, okay? And again, this translation here is it's not word for word, it just gives you an idea of what it is, okay? So I'll have to fill in what it is in the equivalent, okay? So ya Elohim, wayavdel Elohim ben ha'or, between the light, uven ha'choshech. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's try randomly. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we see another one. We esrim, this is 20. Okay. So we esrim, 20. Okay, let's continue. Let's see where else we have an and. Okay. And I don't think I should have done that. Let's try going back to the second. Okay, so found another one. We chol, and at that and all. We chol. Okay. Not another one here. Let's continue going down. Okay, again, we ha'aretz. We. Is there another one? We shamayim. Okay. So again, heavens, the earth. Right? And. Okay. So let's stop there. And let's try doing the next. We have po. So po means here. Okay, let's see where we can find this. Okay. Okay, so I have here Bereshith Yod Teif and Yod Beis. Okay, Yod Teif, Yod Beis. Okay, and it says Vayomeru ha'anashim elot od milechafo. So it says, then the men said to Lot, whom else have you here? Okay, so po, and this would be po by itself because of the kaf here and the kames. This becomes fo. Okay. And as I said before, not many people would say this now, maybe one or two people, but it's kind of confusing. That's why I said just say po instead of fo. But you will notice when you're reading it, it says milecha fo. We will go over soon what lecha is. Okay, remember to whom or whom else, because of the od here. We didn't go over this, so don't worry about it. So fo or po here. Okay, let's see a few more examples. So we have here Bereshith Kaf Beis and He. Okay, so Kaf Beis is Perek, chapter, and Pasuk is the verse He. And it states, Vayomer Avraham el ne'arau shevu lachem po. Then Abraham said to his servants, you stay here with the ass. Okay. Here. Okay. Po. Okay. Again, we see the lamed, and then we didn't go over this type of ending, but we soon will. Okay. Let's move on to the next word. So here we have the word sham. Sham means there. Let's see where we can find this. We have here Bereshith Perek Beth Pasuk Hiof. And it states Wayita. יחווה אלוהים גן ועדן מקדם, וישם שם את האדם אשר יסר. שם. וישם, this means, and he placed there. Okay? And placed there. Okay? Or put there. This means there. Okay? Let's get rid of that. There. Sham. Okay? Let's move on to the next verse. Hapasuk haba, meaning the verse that is next, will be Bereshith Perech Beth, Pasuk Yod Aleph. Okay? Yod Aleph. Right here. Let's see where it says Sham. Sham. Right here. Hahawila Asher Sham. And that's right here. Where? Okay. Asher Sham Hazahav. Where the gold is. Okay. Sham. Sham. Where? Okay. Also, do not get mixed up with Sham and Shem. This is name. This is there. As in the location, okay? Sham, because of the kamis underneath, the shin, okay? And Shem, because of the serei underneath the shin. So, Sham, there, Shem, name, okay? Do not get confused between those two. Okay, so we have here Sefer. Okay, Sefer, and it means book, scroll. Okay, let's see where we can find. Okay, so we have here Bereshith He, Perek He, and Pasuk Aleph. Okay, remember Perek, chapter, and then we have here Pasuk. So now this is Bereshith Perek He, Pasuk Aleph, and it states Ze Sefer Toledoth Adam. Sefer is the key word. Remember, this means book, scroll. Now this is the most rudimentary type of meaning, okay? Of course, Sefer also means a parchment upon which one would write, okay? So any type of parchment, you would say Sefer, okay? Or Neyar. So, Ze Sefer Toledoth Adam. This is the book, scroll of the genealogy of Adam. And it states here, this is the record of Adam's line. Okay? Now again, this is not a direct translation. It's just to summarize what it states in Hebrew. Okay? So that's one. Let's go to another scripture. Now, this one is Shemoth Perek Kaf Daleth Pasuk. Let's see. Pasuk Zayin. So we go down to 7 for Zayin. Okay? And it states, Wayikach Sefer HaBerith. And this is, and he took the book or the scroll of the covenant or agreement. It says, then he took the record of the covenant. Okay? So again, Sefer, for the rudimentary meaning, we will use scroll or book. Okay? but in actuality it's any type of parchment upon which you would write. Okay, so again, wagi kach sefer haberith. Let's see if we could do one more. Okay, now this is Devarim Lamed Aleph, Perek Lamed Aleph, right here, and Pasuk Kaf Wow. Okay, and it states Lakoach es Sefer HaTorah Hazeh. Take this book of the law. Okay, now it says here, take this book of teaching. So again, Sefer. Now the reason why they said record for Adam when it says Tolezos, it's because you're stating the genealogy. That's why it's like a family tree. So that's why they put record there for Sefer. Okay? And here instead they have it translated as book. So again, as I said, in actuality it is a parchment upon which one would write. Okay, but for rudimentary sake I say to try translating it as book or scroll. Okay, let's move on to the next. It here for pen or a writing utensil. Let's see. There's only two places. Yirmiyah perich chif pasuk chif. Okay, and then we have Tehillim perich mem he. Okay. So I'll skip this one because I did this already. So it we won't do. This one here is just a compound. So it's Avraham po. Okay. Abraham's here. We already went through po. Okay. Let's see what's next. Now we have Av, Ha'av, Ben, Haben, Im, Ha'im, Bath, Habath. Okay, so we will do this next. So the next word that we have here is Av, right here, and Av is father. Let's see where that is in the Tanakh. If we go to Bereshis Perek Yod Zayin Pasuk He, that's Genesis chapter 17, verse 5. So let's go right now and see. Okay, so we have here, let's see where it is. Okay, good. So this is when Yah changes Avraham's name from Avram to Avraham, and it says Shimcha Avraham ki Av Hamon. Now the reason why you see Av here, the Aleph base with the Pasach underneath the Aleph instead of the Chames, is because this is in a construct state, meaning it is father of. Okay, so it becomes Av Hamon. Okay, so this is father of multitude. Okay, multitude is Hamon. So Av Hamon, father of. Sometimes you'll see this Avi, and that'll be father of as well. Okay, so Av, when it's this way, it is father, just father. When you see Av with the Pasach underneath the Aleph, right here, it means father of. Okay? We didn't go over that yet. We soon will when we get to construct state. Let's see another example. We'll turn to Bereshit Perek Mem Daleth, that's Genesis 44, and Pasuk Yod Teif, that's 19, verse 19. Okay. Let's locate Av. Now notice it's Av here with the kames underneath. So it says Av or Ah. And hey, we have another word here, Ah, for brother, right? So this is father. Have you a father or another brother? And because of the context, it's another. But he doesn't say another brother. Od ach. Od in Hebrew is another. Okay. Or one more. So it's od, and then you have acher. Od. Okay, so don't worry about these two. We have av here for father, and then we have ach here for brother. And again, notice how you have the kamis underneath, right? This is to indicate that it is just father and not father of. And you have another one right here. If we go down, you see av zachen. Now remember what we said zachen meant as well? Zachen means old. Okay? Old. Sorry, wrong one. So old. So old father. Let's continue. Then we have ha'av, right? So let's go. So we have av, we did that. Next we have ha'av. Now remember we have the kames underneath the hehayedi'ah because the aleph indicates that it should be ha and not ha. So it is not ha, but ha. Ha'av. Okay, so let's find that. Okay, there's very few places I can find on my phone. I know I'll find more in my concordance, but let's go to Yehezkel Perek Yod He. That's Yod Hif, sorry. That's 18 and Pasuk Dalef. Okay, so let's go there now. And I forgot how this would be. Where are you? Okay. 18. And Dalef. Okay. Here we go. So we see Ha'av here, the father. Here they put the parent. So also in Hebrew, just to give you a footnote, okay, when you see the plural of this, avoth, it means parents, as in father and mother, and also it means fathers. Okay, this is irregular in Hebrew. When we get to that, I'll expound upon it. But right now, ha'av, just the rudimentary type of definition, father. So this is the father, ha'av. It'll never be ha'av. You won't see a pasah underneath the he hayadi'ah. This you won't see underneath it. Okay, ha'av, and that is because of the aleph. Remember the rule: because of the aleph, you will have the he hayadi'ah with the kamis instead of the pasah. So ha'av and not ha'av. Okay. Let us continue and get another example. There's not that much. Another one will be Yod Teif, which is 19, verse 19 of the same chapter. Okay, we see ha'av here. Okay, and notice the accent mark here. Remember, I said this to indicate that it's in the middle. Accents are always where it should be. Ha'av, av here states that it is the accent is on the aleph, so not, well, it's only 2 syllables, so I can't really move this around. So ha'av, okay, ha'av. Ha'av, okay, it's father. Okay, this guilt of the father, not his father really, but father, guilt. And it's awon is more of not guilt. It's hard for me to translate it in English. It's like iniquity. Okay, so haben ba'awon ha'av. Let's try. Oh yeah, there's only 3 examples. I did 2. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next we have ben, haben, im, ha'im, bath, habath. Right? Okay, so we'll find that within the Tanakh. Okay, so we have here Bereshith Perek Yod Pasuk Kaf He. Okay, so let's find. Could you find it without me pointing to it? Well, it's right here. Okay, bin. Bin. And this one will be different than when you see ben. Again, this is construct. This is brother of. Same thing when you see av and av. Father of. And when you see avi, father of. Okay, avi, av, of, ben, bin. Okay, this is without. This is not the construct. This is just stating that it is son, bore a son. Watelid bin, she bore a son. Okay, let's move on to the next. One more example of this. Okay, we go to Kaf Wow, next verse. Yulad bin, again, bin instead of ben. We didn't go over this yet. Again, as I said, we'll go more into depth when we get to this lesson. So this is bin. Yulad bin. a son was born. Yulad bin. Okay? Next, habin. So we'll go to Shemoth, Perek Aleph, Pasuk Kaf Beth. That's Shemoth, Perek Aleph, Pasuk Kaf Beth. Great, right here. Could you find habin? Right here. Kol habin. All of the sons. Kol habin. This is every boy, all of the son. Okay? Ben can mean boy as well. It depends again how you translate it. This will be each of the sons or all of the sons. Okay? Have been. Let's try another example. So this is Shemuel Helech Beth. That's part 2 or portion 2. Perek Yod Beth, Pasuk Yod Daleth. Okay, Pasuk Yod Daleth. I know we didn't go over numbers yet when counting, but we soon will. Okay, so could you find habin before I do? Habin, right here. And we have another word that we will come upon. Gam. Remember gam? Also. As well as two. Have been the son. And this is its rudimentary definition. The most basic definition. Son. Okay? And it says the child. Even the child. Even we know within this time period how English is. This is also the child. That is the child will be the second or third definition for bin. Okay, and as soon as you see bin, you know it's a boy, it's a son of someone. Bin. Okay, gam have bin. Let's move on. We have ha'im and im. What is im? Remember, im means mother. So let's see. We can go to, I know this will be Genesis 3. Right. So Bereshith Perek Gimel Pasuk Kaf. That is Bereshith Gimel Perek Gimel Pasuk Kaf. Could you find im before I do? Right here. This is when Adam names Hawa, or some people say Hava, Eve. Okay? And it says Hayafa im kol hay. Mother. Not the mother, but mother. It can be translated as the mother as well. Only because you have kol hay, the living. Okay? So kol is all, hay is living. Sometimes translated as things that have the breath of life within it. Okay? So mother of all living, pretty much. Even though, remember, I said there is no he hayedi'ah, sometimes it's translated as that. It really doesn't matter. Hebrew sometimes is a bit more free of rules. You break rules in Hebrew quite often. And when you get into the culture of the language, you'll understand why. Okay? This is why I keep saying it's imperative for you not only to read Hebrew, but to speak it as well. Okay? On a daily fashion. So means mother. We'll just say mother for now. Okay? Let's move on to another example. Finding a lot of not Wow. Is that the only in? Can't be the only Okay, so I'll have to consult my concordance to find more because on my phone, all I'm seeing is which is if. Okay, so we'll stop at that. I'll do ha'im. Okay. So let's go to the next one. We have, try following along with me. This way you could become more acquainted with how to find the book, chapter, and verse. So Devarim Perek Kaf Beth Pasuk Wow. Okay, so could you find ha'em before I do? Great. Right here. Ha'em. The mother. The mother. Ha'em. And notice again, ha'em and not ha'em. So it's not the pasah, but you have the kamis underneath. Ha'em. Okay, let's continue. We'll do Bath next. Bath is daughter. So the first one we have is Bereshith Perek Yod Aleph. That's Bereshith Perek Yod Aleph and Pasuk Kaf Tef. Okay, so could you find Bath before I do? Right here. Bath. And we have daughter of. And the reason why it's the daughter of, Haran is a name of someone. When I say it's the daughter of whomever, I will say the daughter. Bath, this Bath here is just like the ben and just like the av or avi. This Bath right here, sometimes you'll see this sign, okay, the makef. That's to indicate that it's also a semichus construct. Okay? Daughter of. There is no change in spelling. Like, notice how the ben here, 2 dots. You have the serei, you have the sarol. It changes. You have the kamis, and then you have the pasah. With Bath, there is no change. So it can be daughter of or just daughter. You'll know by context, okay? So if you hear Bath and then you say Avraham, that's daughter of Abraham. There's no other way of translating that. There's no other way of you understanding what it is. It's Bath Avraham. You know that's daughter of Abraham. If I say Bath Tova, you know it's good daughter, or a daughter is good. Okay? So I'm going to write that here. We have Bath Avraham, and I'm not going to put the makif. You guys should understand this without the makif. Okay, so Bath Avraham, you know that this is daughter of Abraham. And then when you see Bath and then Tova, that's Tova, Bath Tova, you know that's a good daughter, or a daughter is good, and not daughter of. Okay, so Bath has to precede a name. It could be daughter of Zion, Bath Sayon, Bath Sayon. Bath Sayon. Okay, moving on. Let's do one more. Let's go to Bereshith, Perek Kaf Daleth. Bereshith, Perek Kaf Daleth. And then let's go to Pasuk Ma. Pasuk Kaf Gimel. Pasuk Kaf Gimel. Okay. Bath Mi'at. Wayomer Bath Mi'at. Pray tell me, which is, an older way of saying, please tell me. He said, whose daughter are you? Bath, again, you see the makif. Notice how it's of whom. Okay, of whom this daughter belongs. Sometimes you'll see Lemi, as we went over before. But Bathmi, so this is of whom daughter are you? Whose daughter is better translated in English. But when you translate it word for word, it'll be daughter of who, or daughter of whom. Okay? Remember, I said there is no change in Bath like there is in Ben and Av. This becomes Ben, this becomes Av or Avi. Let's do this so you can see better. Okay. So Bathmi, we went over me. Me means who. Of course, whom, whose, depending on context. And at, you guys should know. We didn't go over this yet, but it is you, feminine. Ata is male. You would not say ata to a female. You see at. You would not say at to a male. Okay? So remember, in Hebrew, there is male and female. Always. Always. Okay? It's a distinguish. And distinguishment is some reoccurrence in the Tanakh. Yah did it in the beginning when he distinguished light from darkness, day from night. Okay? It is a reoccurring theme. It's for clarification. Okay, let's continue. Okay. We have now Habbath. Okay, if we go to Bereshith Perek Yod Zayin, we go there together. Bereshith Yod Zayin. That's Perek Yod Zayin. And Pasuk Yod Zayin. So just a quick rundown, okay? Just very quick. When I say Aleph, and this is counting like pages and listing things, okay? You would not say one boy as in Na'ar Aleph. You'll say Na'ar Ehad, one boy. This is page 1, page 2 listing, okay? So Aleph is 1. You go to base, this is why you need your alphabets, okay? Or the consonants, right? Aleph, base is 2. Gimel is 3. And you keep going onward, okay? 4. Aleph, base, Gimel, Daleth. And then when you get to Yod, that's 10. Yod's Aleph, that's 11. And you continue. When you get to 15 and 16, that's a whole different story. We'll get into that soon. Kaf, we have 20. Okay? So we'll do that in another lesson. That's just to give you a quick rundown. Okay? So, right. Bereshith, Perek Yod Zayin, Pasuk Yod Zayin, Habbath. Could we find it before I do? Right here. Now it says Havath. And Havath, we already know that this is a question. Okay? This He HaYadiyah indicates a question. Okay? There was no question mark in Hebrew. So this is like the question mark. Then you see Bath here without the Daresh, so no Daresh, and it becomes Vath. So either I say Ein or Lo, meaning no. Ein. Oh, and this is script. Okay, Ein or Lo. Daresh. Or sometimes you'll hear Darusha. Okay? You'll hear that. So this is just saying that there's no this little dot in the middle. Ein Daresh or Lo Vagusha. Okay? Now it's this way because of the He that you see. So there's no change to the meaning of this Bath, Vath. There's no change to the meaning. So let's say Habbath Tish'im. Okay? So you have here Shana, Teled. 90 is Tish'im. So this is daughter of 90. Can Sarah bear a child at 90? Bath Tish'im Shana Teled. The He HaYadiyah indicates that this is a question. So if we go prior, you'll say Ve'im Sarah. Im is if. It's a condition. So Ve'im Sarah Habbath Tish'im Shana Teled. Now this is not stating that the child is 90. Habath tish'im shana teled, it's stating that Sarah is 90, and can she bear a child, even though it's Bath Tish'im, meaning daughter of 90. Okay, I know that's confusing, but we'll get into the irregularities of Hebrew and the, I wouldn't say slang because it's not slang, but the colloquial type of Hebrew. It's broken down just like how we speak English. We don't speak it formal, we have an informal type of approach, right? Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so we're moving on to the next. We have ha'ach, achos, ha'achos, more, hamore, talmid, tov, gazol, katan. Now I can tell you already, hamore, more, talmid, you won't find this comes later in Hebrew. Okay, this is not modern Hebrew, but it comes later in Hebrew. Talmid comes from the word, sorry. You should know that everything in Hebrew should have a root. Sometimes that root has been lost in time, and majority of times you'll see that certain words in the Bible do not have a root. They are foreign derivatives, okay? Meaning that they come from another nation, okay? So I forgot, when I get to that word, I'll tell you which word it is. So lamad, and let's take this off. This is lamed, mim, and daleth. From this verb, or from this root, okay, without knowing that this is a verb, from this root, let me take this off so it doesn't confuse you. And let me, okay, lamad, forgive my penmanship, lamad, you get talmid. This is a root of learning. And you get Talmud. This is where they get Talmud from. Okay? So Talmid stems from Lamad. Talmud stems from Lamad. And I can continue to make different type of words from Lamad. Okay? So we're going to skip this for now because it becomes complicated for me to expound upon it. Okay, so I don't really like going into, sidetracking so much because it takes away a lot from time. But let's do ach, ha'ach, achos, ha'achos, and tov, gazol, katan. I will do tov, gazol, katan first, since we don't get to do adjectives also much, okay? So let's do tov first. So type that in. Tov. Let's go to, of course, Bereshith, right? So let's follow along. We go to Bereshith. We go to Aleph, Perek Aleph. And then we go to Pasuk Daleth. So could you find Tov for me? Right here. Great. Ki Tov. Remember I said that means, Ki Tov means that it's good. Okay. Let me put that down. So you have Tov, Ki, that. Okay. So Vayar Elohim es haor ki tov, good. Let's keep going, because sometimes you may see this. Tuv. Tuv is goodness. It's interchangeable with tov, but on a when we'll get to the, I haven't gone to that book yet, but when we get to I say 2 more lessons, I'll show you what this means, okay? Let's keep going. There's a lot of kitov, of course, within Bereshith. Okay, let's go to Bereshith. So let's go Bereshith, Perek Beth, and then we go to Pasuk Yod Zayin. Could you find Tov for me? Right here. Tov. Ume'eth hadda'ath Tov wara. Now remember I said that you have the Tov wa ra. In actuality, this is ra, right? Ra, because it's coupled with the waw and the kamis, it becomes wa ra. Now remember we went over this in Bereshith, tohu wavohu. This is stating that there is a connection, or it's something that occurs often. Okay? Tov wa ra. Same thing when I said av wa em. Ben wa bath. Not ben uvath, because normally it'll be that way, but to state that there is a connection between the son, ben, and then bath. Ben wa bath. Okay? Ben wa bath. Tov wa ra. Av wa em. You have Adam wa Hawa. Okay, so again we have here Bereshith Perek Gimel and Pasuk He. Okay, so could you find Tov for me? Tov is right here. And notice you have Wara again. Tov, good and bad. And this is knowing, Yoze'e, knowing that is good and bad. Or knowing of good and bad, okay? Let's move on and do, next we have Katan. Okay, I'm just going to do one Katan for you. So let's go to Bereshith Perek Aleph, and let's see what it will be. Okay, Teis Zayin. Okay. So Teis Zayin. And by the way, just to tell you again, this here and this here, 15 and 16, you say Teis, and then you say wow, Teis Zayin. 15, 16. You don't say Yod wow, Yod Hey, because of Yah's name. It's written this way. Teis wow, Teis Zayin. Okay? I know I said that I wouldn't say anything, but couldn't help myself. So could you find Katan for me? You have Hakatan, and this is Hakaton actually. So remember I said Katan or Katon, it's interchangeable. This is less often used in Hebrew. Okay, you'll see mostly Katan than Katon. Okay, it's used, but not nearly as much. Hakaton or hakaton, it's the small one. Remember I said the heha yedi'ah in front of the adjective has to complement or modify the noun, right? So this says hammaor, which is luminant, okay? Hakaton, the luminant, the small one. We went over this with hana'ar hakaton. Hana'ar hakaton. Right? Hana'ar hakaton. Hammaor hakaton. The boy, the small one. The luminant, the small one. Also, if you continue going back up, you have hammaor hagazol. Remember, okay, so gazol, let me erase all these for you. Gazol here, sometimes it's written this way, without the waw. Okay, so if this one says, this is a new vocabulary word for you, maor, it's actually luminant, okay, in the more useful one is luminant, even though it says light, okay. So you have maor, and you have the heha yedi'ah right here, so the luminant. Hammaor, the luminant. Okay? And then you have, so then you have the luminant, and you have the large one, right? So hammaor hagazol, and then you have here hammaor hakaton, the small one, the big one. The luminant, the big one. The luminant, the small one. Okay? So as you continue to learn more vocabulary words, you'll be able to put these things together, but not without the verbs, and we're going to take a while to get to them, okay? You have to understand the nouns first. Usually in Hebrew, of course, in any language, you learn verbs along with the nouns. But because of the book that we're using, and they're going through all of the nouns and the adjectives, putting them together, and it's because it's so intricate, we're doing that for a later time, okay? So bear with me, I know it's gonna take a while, okay? I might throw in one or two just to wet your tongue, okay? That's the proverbial term, tongue, okay? So let's see, what's next that we have here? I think that's it. As if I go into a few other ones here, they become tricky. Okay, actually no. Let's go to Amos Perek Wow. So Tanakh. We go to Perek Wow. And Pasuk Yod Aleph. Great. So we have here Wehabaith Hakaton. So we have another katon here. Habaith Hakaton. Habaith. Baith is house. You have the He Hayedi'ah in front of it, so it's the house. Then you have the small one. Okay, so this is the little house. It was a small house. והבית הקטון, the house, the small one. So remember I said when you're describing the type of house, it is the small one. You always have hayazia with the noun ha-bais. So you have ha-bais. Then you have, okay, so I want to explain that it is the big one. So it's ha-gazol. Ha-bais. Right? Habayis hagazol. Habayis hakaton. And you continue going on from there with every noun. Okay? Ha'em hatova. Remember? Ha'em hatova. Okay, so let's move on. So next we have here sister. We'll do achos and ha'achos. So if we go to Bereshith Perek Kaf Hey, and then Pasuk Kaf, you'll see. Now this ben that you see here is different than the ben that we've been using. It's the same word, but used differently. We'll get into this when we get into our age. Okay? Bath, you know that this is daughter. Okay, so Bath Besuel, daughter of Besuel. See, daughter of Besuel. And then you have Ahoth. Ahoth is different. It's just this way. So you have Ahoth, and then you have Ahoth. Could you guess? Based upon Bath, based upon, well, not Bath, based upon Ben, based upon Av, and based upon Avi. We know that Ahoth right here is sister of instead of sister. Ahoth is sister. Ahoth, sister of. Now, of course, in modern Hebrew, and some people will say it doesn't matter so much about the vowels, okay, how they sound. And frankly, some people, you know, may have accent, a different accent, and they say it differently, but you'll understand what they mean, okay? Same thing with southern accents and northern accents. You have the Caribbean, West Indian accents. So when learning Hebrew, first learning Hebrew, it is crucial. It's not so much when you speak to people, when you're having a conversation. You have to understand how you hear it, how it's said. Okay, so ahoth. I don't want to get too much into it. It becomes confusing, and everything that I've said, it negates that. So for now, just remember that when you have the Shoah and you have the Pasakta, Hatef Pasach or Hatof Pasach or Hataf Pasach, right here, this. Okay, for the Ahoth, you have Ahoth now. This is sister of. You have Ahoth. This is just plain sister. Okay? So when you're reading it, it's easier for you to recognize. When someone says it to you, their accent may change, it may not change. So just remember that you'll understand by context. Okay? So if I say Achos Lavan, I know it's sister of Lavan. Okay? If I say Achos, nowadays we're speaking of, people don't make that much of a distinction between them. There isn't really. Biblical days, they may or may not have been. Okay, I'm only going off of what I've been taught and what I understand. Okay, so it may or may not have been that way. But this just makes things easier when you see this. Notice you have these signs. So you have ah here and you have ah here. I already know ah is going to be sister of. Ah is sister. It's just plain. Sister of. Okay? Let's go to ha'achos. See if we have any. And we don't. So that concludes that part, that portion. Let's continue on. Okay, so we have tova, bas tova, em tova, hacham, hachama, ra, and there should be ra, okay? Ra, nar, nara, dod, doza, aye, gam, mi. Now I went through all of this before, so I will do aye. I won't do dods and doza. These two are very difficult to find. I'll have to consult my concordance. It's gonna take a while. So I'll do aye. We did gam. We did one mi. So I'll do aye. Okay, and aye, this where is different than when you see efo. We'll get into this a little later, but just to give you a little glimpse into it, efo is stating like where you going. Okay, aye is where is the person or where is the thing. Aye hadodz, aye habath. Okay, I would not say efo. Now I would use efo. Modern times they don't use aye at all. Okay, you use this, you sound very old. Personally, I couldn't care less. I like this because it sticks to how it was said before. Okay, there we go. So fo aye. So again, this aye is used when you want to ask where is something. Aye hehalav. Where is the milk? Aye hanar. Where is the boy? You will use this. Aye. This is where is the location of something or someone. Okay, so let's get examples of this. Okay, so we have one here. Let's go to Bereshith. Of course, Tanakh, Bereshith, Perek Yod Chiyaf. Yod Chiyaf. And we go to Tayaf. Could you find aye? Right here. Wayomeru elau aye Sarah ishtecha. Where is your wife Sarah? Notice they said to him, Wayomeru, they said to him, where is your wife Sarah? Notice it's not efo. Now in modern Hebrew, as well as later in Hebrew, this started to fall away. Okay, like in any language. But if you want to go back further, aye is used more. When they first started modern Hebrew, they used aye, and then they decided, of course, not to use it and use efo instead for everything. But aye is correct. Where is Sarah? Wayomeru elau, and they said to him, aye Sarah ishtecha. Where is your wife? Your wife, Sarah. Okay? Aye Sarah ishtecha. Let's see another example of aye. Okay, if we go to Bereshith Yod Tayov, which is the next chapter, and then we go to Pasuk E, right here. Vayomeru lo, and they said to him, see, this is a different hymn, way of writing it actually. So lo and elau, it's the same thing. This is used mostly. It's interchangeable. Okay, we'll get into this again soon. So aye, vayomeru lo aye ha'anashim asher ba'u elecha halayla. Now this is where with Lot, and these are the men of Sodom. They're asking him, where is the two men, okay, or the men that came with you? Remember that story. So this is what they're asking. Vayomeru lo aye. Notice I'm asking the location of something, so I would not use efo. So aye ha'anashim asher ba'u elecha halayla, and it says here hosiem elenu, which is bring them out or pull them out to us. Okay, aye. Aye, and not efo. Okay,